I've been in the screen printing business now since the late 80s, so 35 plus years, all here in Myrtle Beach.
My name is Stokes Taylor. I'm with 𝗦𝗔𝗧𝗦. We're in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I'm the production manager here. We have 6 automatic presses split between challengers and gauntlets. They run 14 to 18 heads.
I like to tell people that we know how to do screen printing and we do a good job of it. It's a tough industry. A lot of things can go wrong. Part of being an experienced screen printer is figuring out what those things are before you start printing the job. And one of the ways to prevent that is to use good equipment. And I've been fortunate to work with Bruce Basin here for probably 30 of those 35 years, maybe longer. And he's always led me in the right direction for equipment.
We mainly use most of the 𝗧𝗦 products in our screen room. We stretch our screens with the 𝗧𝗦 high-tech mesh. We degrease them with their Direct Prep 2. And we coat our screens with the 𝗦𝗔𝗧𝗦 emulsion. And those go straight into our 𝗧𝗦 𝗟𝗧𝗦. And I love the 𝗦𝗔𝗧𝗦 emulsion because it allows us to do water-based, discharge, and normal plastisol all with the same emulsion. And it's real light sensitive, so you get just really nice sharp halftones with that emulsion. And then we move into our reclaim system and we use the IR26, which is the best ink remover that I've been able to find. I believe we got our LTS at the start of 2021, and we originally made the jump from film to the direct to the eye screen, and that was, it cut the film out, and that was one big step for us, was not having film. But the next big step for us was going from the eye image to the LTS. Not having used the inkjet has been a lifesaver for me, mainly for 1, efficiency, and 2, the quality of the screen that I get. The efficiency part, I come in the morning and have no problems firing that machine up. Lasers working, everything. With the eye image, I would come in, auto clean, nozzle check, I'd be wiping the thing. I had black ink all over me most of the time. I had to change filters, you name it, and that ink was not very fun to work with. So not having to deal with the ink in the inkjet has been a lifesaver. The operators so far have loved the machine, mainly because it does 2 screens at a time and it goes right into our washout tank, which also does 2 screens. So it has pretty much doubled their efficiency in burning screens. So no complaints from them so far. Before, we were burning screens up until the end of the day. We'd come in, our guy was burning from 9 until close. And now we can burn the same amount of screens in a shorter period of time. So I'm finding he's burning up until lunch and then now has the second half of the day to help reclaim or coat screens versus just burning the whole day. We burn anywhere from 75 to even up to 200 on a really busy day. It's not actually more than we've burned in the past, it's probably about the same, but like I said, all of a sudden we can burn that same amount in half the time, so it's half a day is being used burning those screens versus a full day. But other than that, like I said, the quality, actually if I look at some of our old prints we've been printing for 10 years and all of a sudden I put it on the LTS and the halftones, like on a 10 color print, are looking much crisper. The blends, I can just see dots that I've never even seen before. So that's been the biggest benefit for us, I think. I knew not having the ink was going to be a big benefit, but I was amazed to see just how sharp those lasers could get the image on our emulsion. My artists love to put everything on a 50 LPI, and before it was kind of tough to get that really small dot on a screen, but now I'm seeing it's really there and sharp, and all our halftones are beautiful. The UI of the LTS has been a blessing. It's really easy to rip the art in, and once it's in there, you pretty much just click and drag your art onto the screen, and there it is, good to go. Yeah, so before our ice screen only used PRT files, which is kind of becoming harder and harder to work with Adobe and kind of pushing PRTs out of the way, but the blessing with the LTS is you can pop an Illustrator file in there, straight AI, goes straight from the art into the rip unit, and then you just drag the image onto your screen. Yeah, having a digital archive of the art is a blessing because not only physically storage is, it's easier to find, but you also can kind of see, have your daily workflow. You see all the jobs you burned that day are right in that folder. You can empty them out and clean. It's just way easier to work with and see what jobs you're burning and what jobs you're doing next. The upkeep of the LTS is probably my favorite part about it, and we've had it for 2 years. Come in the morning, it's good to go, versus anything with the inkjet printer is just, you're constantly fighting nozzle clogs, changing filters, and this thing has been a blessing. I think I have 3 or actually 4 employees now that can successfully burn on the LTS, and it didn't take more than 30 minutes to show them how to put the art in the RIP software and then burn a screen. 𝗦𝗧𝗦 has offered great technical support. They pretty much just gave me a number of a person if I have any problems or issues to call or text. I don't think I've ever been down more than an hour. I just call this guy and he helps me out. He probably is a little sick of hearing from me from the start, but he's been a lifesaver. So the tech support has been awesome. The quality and your efficiency of the screen department is going to go way up with the LTS. You're just not going to have all the, like I said, anytime you're going straight to the screen, it just takes a whole variable out. It's way easier and better.
Laser imaging has been a very good purchase for us. It's cut down on our problems on press with screens, and certainly cut down on our expenses, and I would highly recommend that piece of equipment to anyone that does a good bit of volume.